God, I remember crying because the way that I was gonna die was I was gonna do it.
At points, it is family that is all you need. Billie Eilish's record, When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go, which was released last year, explored the concepts of dreams and nightmares, along with the agony and perhaps even the pleasures that come with them. In her single that recently released a couple months back, titled Everything I Wanted, she explores this type of concept even further. Everything I wanted is all her fears and anxieties being heightened to new limits, and once they are exhibited, they are only calmed down by the person she trusts the most. Her brother, Phineas O'Connell. Let me get this straight. I thoroughly enjoy Billie's music. I think the production on a lot of her tracks are either catchy, goofy, or even saddening, and that's thanks to how talented Phineas is. His production is extraordinary, and I think he deserves more credit for his work. Everything I Wanted is no exception to this aesthetic of melancholy that I fucking adore. Everything I Wanted, both lyrically and visually, is a sense of relief that he's right there for her, and a powerful tribute to her brother. In the song, Billie Eilish tells of a dream in which all that she had ever wanted had become no more. Let me iterate. Much like with other artists who achieved fame, there are plenty of pressures that coincide with it, such as the fear of die-hard fans and critics going against you, not living up to the expectations set by your previous outings, the idea of becoming irrelevant and fading out. Eilish tells more in an interview that the idea for the track comes from a dream where she committed suicide.
What was in your head when you were writing this song?
Pretty much that whole song is about me and Phineas's relationship as siblings. We started writing it because I literally had a dream that I killed myself and nobody cared, and all of my best friends and people that I work with basically came out in public and said oh, we never liked her.
Oh my God.
The music video itself stems from her craftsmanship and the help of her team. Directed by her, displays her and Phineas in a car sinking into water, coinciding with the darkness that is the cinematography. In a sense, her only light in this situation is with her brother. Lyrically, she's committing suicide by jumping off the Golden Gate Bridge. Also in the song, she notes her sleep paralysis, the entire idea of feeling helplessness, and no one there to save you. But once again, Phineas is there, to guide her through the trauma. The lyrics themselves also have a few things to decipher. When she admits that it feels like yesterday was a year ago, it's admitting the true aspects of stardom. Obviously, it's telling that so many things happened to her within 24 hours due to her celebrity status. But it also notes just how quickly things have turned around in her life. For example, back in 2016, she broke out with her first major single, Ocean Eyes, to a considerably niche audience. And as she continued to climb the stardom ladder, her clout has only increased, releasing a studio album last year that wowed the critics. And to a teenager, perhaps all of this is happening too fast. You don't really have time to look around and really think about it. We live in an age where literally anyone can become famous if they have the work ethic and motivation to. Perhaps we do things we're not proud of to achieve stardom, and perhaps sometimes it's only due to sheer luck, but most of it is due to the idea of getting there. I remember when I first hit 1,000 subscribers. I couldn't fathom to think about just how many people took the time to look at my channel and commit to watching my content. It gave me chills. For a long period, I would worry about everything I would release, as I would deem the content not good enough for the viewers. And the way this is presented with Eilish is in a grander scale, of millions upon millions of people. Her risks, along with the help of her brother Phineas, have continued to inspire, and as of recently, it's obviously paid off big for her. Her countless Grammy wins from the other night say so, not to mention the fact that she's literally the biggest artist in the planet currently. And it's odd to think that I met her last week. So for context, I won tickets on this radio station titled Alt 98.7, a popular station within the Southern California area. The tickets were for a concert titled Alter Ego 2020, where various alternative rock bands and others perform. For example, Blink-182, The Black Keys, Coldplay, and a couple others attended it, including Billie Eilish.
Larry, are you there? Are you breathing? Larry, because you know what? Larry, you just won your way into sold-out Alter Ego at the Forum this Saturday, where you're going to see Coldplay, Billie Eilish, Blink-182, Rex Orange County, The Lumineers, The Black Keys, Shade, not to mention the Woody Show's pre-show, free show with Meg Myers and Neon Trees, Larry. How about that?
No.
Yep.
No way, no
Yep.
way.
Yep. And you know,
My girlfriend's gonna be so excited.
wait, but there's more. Are you ready for this? You go backstage
Yeah.
to meet Billie Eilish.
Oh my god. Wow.
So Saturday, January the 18th comes along, and I pick up my girlfriend to take her to the concert out in LA. We're pretty hyped up, but we arrived late to the meetup as the email sent by iHeartMedia didn't say what the exact time the meetup would occur. It just said to get there before 6, and we got there at 5:30. The lady who checked us in quickly took us to backstage, and we passed by various rooms in which all these artists were in. Like, for example, there was just a room where Blink-182 was hanging around. It was pretty fucking cool. And finally, we reached the end of the hallway, and there she was, in this tiny room where photos were being taken, with the 20 or so other people who also managed to win the meet and greet with her. We were in the back of the line. My girlfriend, who's a bigger Eilish fan than I am, was freaking out wondering what she was going to say. She was shaking, while I was pretty cool and collected. So finally it's our turn to get a picture, and my girlfriend goes in first, and Eilish, noticing that she's nervous, gives her a big hug. Meanwhile, I have a stupid grin on my face, and as Eilish is over the shoulder of my girlfriend giving the hug, her eyes make eye contact with me, and her eyes just widen. She says something along the lines, I think it was, "Oh shit," and then I proudly exclaim, "Billie, what up?" And she proudly exclaims, "Yo, what up, dude?" And she hugs me tightly and then looks at my shirt. And she simply says, "I really like your shirt." At this point, the photographer is trying to get us to hurry, so we take our photos. We are then hurried out of the room by the iHeartMedia team, understandably so. They have a concert to get ready, of course, which was also pretty neat. It was pretty cool, she was pretty nice. Wish we could have talked to her for longer, but it is what it is, and that's a-okay. And yes, I didn't realize how short she was until I met her. Eilish's career is, in my opinion, only getting started. Incredibly interested in what she has next in the pipeline. And if this single is an example of her next work, I'm beyond excited. If you have any questions, ask below. Also would love it if you guys shared this video. Really means and helps out a lot. Have a good one, everyone!